There is no question in my mind I would rather have Harden, who, by the way, is a three-point sniper, who, by the way, since December 13th against the Lakers when he dropped 50, has averaged about 40. This brother shoots better than 85% from the free throw line. He gets to the free throw line more than anybody, including Giannis. And come playoff time, playoff basketball, that's exactly the kind of stuff that you want. I keep going back to it. Perimeter shooting, free throw shooting matters. Giannis, 24% from three-point range. Giannis, 72.5% from the free throw line. Come playoff time, I'm not talking about the numbers because the numbers going to be the same. Giannis going to get his 27 tonight. Don't worry about that. But it's when it counts most and they collapse defensively and they force you to step away and hit shots from the perimeter. There's no question I'm going with Harden. But I will say this to you. Your point about Harden's past, I feel you on that. What I'm saying to you is, I'm saying take the best of Harden. Take the best of the Greek freak. And I want Harden come play basketball. That's what I'm saying.
I get that, but
that's what I'm saying.
You can't say that based on his track record. I'm hoping you're right. I hope we get the best of Harden. I really want to see it. Yeah. First of all, I want to see if I'm right. If the best of Harden can overcome these Warriors, that'd be amazing. I'd love to see him do it. But so far, his track record says it ain't going to happen. He does not hit shots when it counts. So when you talk about a three-point sniper, boy, if you're in a war against Harden, you hope he got his sights trained on you as a sniper because chances are he's going to miss. He could take 13 shots with the fate of the universe on the line. He's only going to hit 2. I mean, that's what's happened so far. So if past is prologue or, at a certain point, what's the expression? When someone tells you who they are, believe them?
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's a liar. I'm hoping he's better than he's been in these playoffs so far. But he's been a lesser version of himself. In fact, the difference in how they perform even shooting the ball from long range is Giannis gets better shooting the ball from long range, 32% from 3 career in the playoffs, and Harden gets worse.
So in other words, when someone shows you who you are.
Here's where Max is going. The last 3 years in the postseason, Harden, 41, 41, and 41% shooting from the field. 31, 27, and 29% shooting from three-point range. Okay? The last 3 years, that's been Harden shooting in the playoffs. Yeah. So that's what Max is pointing to. Yeah. He's pointing to Harden's history, and he's holding that against him. Fine. I'm saying take the best of Harden because I believe he'll show up. Take the best of the Greek freak because I believe he'll show up. And I want Harden in the postseason rather than the Greek freak.
Tell me those field goal percentages again.
The last 3 years, 2015, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, Harden shot 41% from the field in the postseason.
41,
each playoffs, and 31, 27, and 29 from three-point range.
Okay, as a 20-year-old rookie who didn't attempt a three-point shot, or maybe he attempted one in those playoffs. He didn't hit any. He attempted one and missed it and shot 37% from the field. Then last year and the year before, he made the playoffs again, the Greek freak. He shot 54% and 57% from the field and 40 and 29% from 3.
What happened in Game 7 against Boston?
Dude, he didn't have a crew like Harden.
Excuse me. What I'm saying to you is that Greek freak can only do but so much because the dominance that he's able to display in the regular season and for chunks of minutes even in the postseason, when it gets tight in the postseason, he's not going to get those shots.
But what I'm saying is he shoots it better when it gets tight.
Harden really didn't show up, and then everyone was on him because he did the doubleheader in the club after the game. Was that last season or the season before?
That was the season before.
So the last season was a little better than the season before.
Last season was slightly better, but
he played defense. Harden, give him credit. He played defense.
I believe that Harden is going to show up. So my attitude is, because of who they are and their style of play, I would want Harden in the postseason than a Greek freak.
You get the feeling from the Greek freak that he's the type of cat who chokes under pressure or thrives on it.
He will not choke.
Right.
He will not
Harden
choke.
So far has choked on the pressure. So far. Doesn't mean he'll do it forever, but so far.
But remember, you and I have a different definition of choking. To me, choking is doing what you always do until times get tight and then you don't do it. Max's attitude is, damn it, it's the postseason.
Yes, but isn't that what Harden's done? Your definition. So he has choked the last 3 in your opinion.
But what I'm saying to you is I don't believe it will happen.
Again.
I don't believe it will happen.
Okay. Well, I mean, and what's the definition of being clutch is maybe elevating how you play,
Yeah.
right? Greek Freak, if you look at just the shooting percentages, what you're talking about, has elevated his play in the playoffs.
And I'm not,
Real quick.
and I don't even want to say Harden choke because again, let me tell you something right now. You're scoring well from 2-point range. It's from 3-point range that you're struggling. The shot just ain't falling. Plus, they key on you different because it ain't hard to figure out what
my
Mike
definition
D'Antoni's
of choke
doing.
real quick?
Yeah, and then
It ain't hard what Mike D'Antoni's
It's like when
doing.
you fail
Figure it out.
consistently under pressure.
Yeah. I got to quit. Real quick, though, you guys. Face of the league. LeBron's not in the playoffs. Should it be Harden or Giannis?
I don't think it should be either Harden or Giannis, to tell you the truth. I know Stephen A. and I have talked about this.
Embiid.
Joel Embiid got the personality and the play. And also, Joel Embiid wants to be the best player in the world, will tell you he is, go out and show you he is, and talk about it after the game.
But I will tell you this. The face of the league for the postseason,
Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
that's
And
what
by
I
the
was
way,
thinking. Remember when he was kind of taking the crown for a minute from LeBron?
I'm
And
just
then
saying,
LeBron came back real fast and snatched it.
Yeah, LeBron snatched it from Steph head to head.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, but they don't play the same
And what
position.
about
It's a different
KD?
ball
Are we
game.
just sleeping on what KD's
you know what?
gonna
Because
do?
KD it's almost like Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez. Because he's in Golden State, he will forever be perpetually number 2 to Steph Curry. But be very, very clear. That crowd, when Steph Curry gets going, Golden State is something special.
the real answer is
and we
Steph.
know they're going to play.
Yeah.
Here's the real answer why it's Steph.
I'm with you on that.
Steph is the champion. He's the engine on the championship dynasty.
Yep.
Steph revolutionized the game. Everyone's trying to play like Steph the way they were trying to be like Mike. The game, can you find a point guard that plays like Steph? Steph has the baby face. He's not the fastest. He doesn't jump the highest. The kids relate to him. He shows that through hard work, you can be something. You can compete against more talented people. Steph is really the answer.